Hello, my name is John. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Germany. And I wanted to share how I met Jesus and how I got my call to missions. And yeah, I grew up in a non-Christian family. Until this point, the only Christian in my family is my grandma besides me. And so the first half of my life, I never really knew God. I was not going to church and I never experienced God in a way until I was 13 years old and my parents wanted to go to a summer vacation and they wanted to leave me somewhere so they can enjoy their vacation. So they dropped me at a Christian summer camp that was organized by the church my grandma is going to. And I was crying and said, I don't want to go there. I don't want to be with these weird Christians. Why do you need to send me there? But I didn't cry enough, so they sent me there anyways. But surprisingly, I liked the Christians and I wanted to spend more time with them and I liked the activities at this camp. I was not interested in their message really, but I continued to go to this camp every year because I liked how they were and they were fun to be around with. So I was going to this Christian summer camp every year until I was 16, 17. At this age, I started to question life and I had these questions about why we are here and what is the purpose of life. And I started to seek this answer in the world. I started to, by the age of 17, I was in drugs, I was in alcohol and I was partying every night. And this was my only purpose. But after all, it just left me empty. With this mindset, it got me deep into sadness and depression. And with this mindset, I was going to the summer camp the last time. And there a preacher preached about that the only solid foundation you can build your life on is Jesus. And this touched my heart so much that I was crying and I gave my life to Jesus this night. After that, it was still a long walk. Like I had things from my old life that I was bringing into my new life. And so it took some time that Jesus freed me from drugs and from mental illnesses. But by the grace of God, I am free from all of this now. And also in the first years where I was Christian, God talked a lot about missions to me. And he said, I want you to be in missions. And I was struggling and I said, God, how does this work? I was still in high school then. So I was not really sure, but then God really spontaneously opened up a door. And the day after I wrote my last exam in high school, I was immediately flying to the Ukraine, to Donetsk, where this is a war zone at that time. So I was flying there for a mission trip and I enjoyed it so much. And there was one experience I had that I want to share. I was in this home. I visited this home of an old grandma and she lost her whole family. She lost her whole belongings in war. She was a refugee at this border. She shared about her life and she shared that she raised her three grandchildren alone because the parents died. And there I was sitting as an 18-year-old that didn't know what to say, but sharing about the love of Jesus. And so we came to the point where I prayed with her. And after I was praying, I opened my eyes and looked at her and she was crying in tears. Yeah, she said that she wants to live for Jesus. And it's like we were in this strange scene where the walls were broken and everywhere were spider webs and she lost all of her things. And she said, I want to give my life to Jesus. And this was for me something where God really spoke to me. And really, I got my calling for missions and I said, I want to experience this my whole life and I want to see people changed by God. And I believe the calling that Jesus gives at the end of the Gospels that this is callings for everybody. Everybody should share Jesus with the people around him. And this calling is exposed in every life differently, but I really think this is something that goes for everybody. And I just can say, it's the amazing thing, most amazing thing we can do, and it's a purpose for our lives.